Hi, this is the first of the recordings from the tape from 1998, where Daddy is telling us about how things were done when he was growing up. And with him are me, Jennifer, Godshot, Brittany, and Jared.
Six.
1998.
And we're sitting here with Granddaddy, my daddy, Roy Bill McCrae Sr., and me, Jennifer McCrae Godshock, and Brittany Lee Godshock, and Jared Bill Godshock.
So if you hear anything in the background, it's him. It's Jared Bill Godshock.
Okay. And Granddaddy's going to tell us about his grandparents.
Here he is.
Well, all I know is that Phoebe, America, and Knight Rowan, they all moved to Berrien County, Nashville, Georgia, from the Carolinas. I don't know what year, but way back in the 1800s. They were born way back there. They were farmers, and they moved and bought large acres. They're 10 miles out of Nashville, Georgia, Berrien County. They farm with horses, oxen, mules. Let's see.
Did they have electricity then?
There was no electricity. They went to Nashville, Georgia, the closest town. They would live out from Nashville, about 10 miles out, and they went into town once a month to get supplies.
Did they make their own candles?
Just a minute. Slow down. To get supplies.
And groceries, whatever, the supplies.
Okay. They used horses, oxen, and mules, and they did that to plow the fields and stuff?
Yeah,
Wow.
they were in the timber and lumber business besides their farming interest. They moved the big logs out with the oxen. The sawmill would come in close by, and they would haul the logs over there and saw them up, and they would build them a home that way.
So the sawmill would kind of travel around?
Yeah, they would move into the area and build homes for people out of their own timber.
Did they get paid?
Yeah, they got paid. I don't know how. With timber, I guess.
With their own...
Oh!
That's neat. That's what Granddaddy McCrae did, right? He traveled.
God.
Let's see, I don't know where we are here.
Let's see. Tell me about, like on the farm, did they grow all their food or?
Yeah, they grew the pork and beef. They had their own hogs and cows. They had to grow grain to feed them with. So
What'd they grow? Corn?
Corn mostly.
They had chickens?
They had it all. Chickens, hogs, turkeys.
Oh, turkeys too?
Cool. Did they eat them?
Oh yeah, they eat them. Anyway, when I first was big enough to go visit them in Nashville, you spend the night, and every morning before daylight you could hear Grandma grinding coffee on the coffee mill on the wall.
Wow.
You could hear the frying pan going with rounds of sausage. And she would be baking biscuits. All this was done on a wood stove.
And who chopped the wood and all that?
The boys, they had about 11 or 12 children. They had...
Did they adopt each other?
3 of them were boys. I mean girls. 3 girls and the rest of them boys.
Whoa.
They had 2 fireplaces in this big home.
Where were they?
On the beach end of the house.
Like in the...
Well, like, this one just had one in Nashville, that looked like. That's even on both sides.
Yeah, it might have been both sides.
The one out in the country had one in the kitchen, in the back kitchen, and one in the living room.
Do they have any chimneys?
Yeah.
See that? It's right there.
Can we borrow these pictures?
Yeah. Anyway, they would, a room off from the kitchen was a long table, would seat about 12 people, a bench on each side, and chairs on each end. They would have a big pot of grits in the middle of the table, and passing it around. They had fried eggs for everybody, sausage and hot biscuit was passed around.
So this is your grandparents. And
Right. This was.
So where'd you sleep?
They had a lot of rooms in this house. So.
They had
And what is that? Is that animal? Almost looks like a sheep or something.
A big old dog collie, I believe.
Oh, they had a collie. So Grandma, how'd she wash her clothes?
Anyway, outside they had a water trough, a long water trough hewed out of a tree.
Hold on. Water trough. Cool.
And they had it was in two sections. One side, they had a big 60-gallon kettle where they boil water and boil clothes.
How big was it?
It was 60 gallons, I believe.
Wow. And they'd boil the water?
They'd have boiling hot water before they boil the clothes, and then they'd put them in the trough and rinse them.
And they had soap in their boiling with it?
Yeah, they had potash soap, homemade potash soap.
Potash soap. I'm going to ask you about that too. Then they put them in the trough?
They would rinse them out. They'd put them in one end, rinse them there, and then rinse them again in the other end. And then on the fences and lines, they'd hang all these clothes out. This would be every Monday morning, wash day. And after Grandma got through with all the washing, all the young'uns would have to get in that trough and take a bath. Out of that good water, soapy water.
That was a good way to do it.
Yeah. If it was too cold, they'd reach over in a big pot, and pour some over.
It's cold. Get water out of hot water. Get hot water out of pot.
Anyway, all the young'uns were clean, the clothes were clean, and then that evening at sundown, the clothes would be dry. Carry them in and fold them up.
Clean clothes, clean kids.
And the ironing would start on Tuesday.
I bet that took all week. Tuesday, ironing would start. Did, oh yeah, how'd they make the soap?
Best I can remember is out of fat.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard about that.
Not
Did
sure.
they take some kind of ashes too from the fire?
I think so. I forget now exactly how they made it. It was all homemade. They call it potash soup.
Yeah, I read about it. I heard about it once. Huh. So, let me think. So they had their own pigs, they had their own cows and
They
chickens.
had electricity.
They had, years later, they had carbide. It was I don't know how to explain all that. They had lights on the front of the house.
Yeah.
That's out in the country out there. They call it carbide. Carbide.
Carbide lights?
Yeah.
Did they just like have a lot of windows instead of
Was there oil in it or did it burn something?
Let me see how that did work. I forgot. All I know now is carbide.
Yeah, you were little then.
I know they had lights on the front porch and then out throughout the house.
Like in the wall or on the side, hanging on the wall?
Yeah,
or
they
sitting on-
hang out on the wall. And all I know about them is just carbide lights.
Okay, that's
I
all.
don't know where it was. It's just got a type of battery or what caused the gases to make these lights work.
Yeah. So, what else can I add? So she ground her own coffee. They bought, so that when they went to the store, they bought stuff like
They bought bags of beans.
beans. I wonder what else they buy at the store.
They got flour.
So they would buy, because they can't grow wheat down here, right? So you have to buy that there.
They, whatever they did.
Did they grind wheat or they buy the flour already ground?
Well, there they bought it.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's probably, yeah, I can't remember.
Way back then.
Yeah. But that's how they used to get the flour sacks to make dresses.
Now the corn, they carried the corn to town and have it
Brittany.
ground up for, meal.
That's right.
They'd have a lot of cornbread going on.
Ground up. So there was a big grist mill there?
Yeah.
Now, how'd they do it at the grist mill? Did they have a big rock that ground it? Or did cows pull it? Not cows, mules pull it around? Or what they did?
I don't remember how they powered it. They had a big machine there going. I don't know how.
I don't either. There's one down in Orlando that we went to. I don't remember how it went either.
I think it was steam, some kind of steam engine going to turn this equipment to grind. They made meal and grits out of the corn.